then I shall start with how is everyone doing besides socially anxious.
I'm good. Ready to kill a Thayan wizard. Ready to kill
Chris
the
had,
second
nosebleed
Thayan.
all day yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't all day.
Well, it started in the morning.
No, it was like late afternoon.
Oh, okay, fair.
By the time I had the nosebleed. But once it started, it didn't stop.
Yeah.
I just had to lean over a sink and watch my lifeblood drain.
That's what I remember, because I went to bed because it was really tired, and I got up like at 1 a.m. because it was really thirsty and I needed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I then looked into the room, and there was like a pile of red napkins.
Yeah. On my desk.
On the desk, yeah.
It's okay, a good bloodletting is good for you occasionally. It's fine. As this Thayan wizard's about to find out.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's eager, apparently. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's nodding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you all TPK, it's Abel's fault, for the record.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because he went with Bring It On.
Is he going to explode another alchemy lab?
I don't know. Maybe. It's outside, actually.
Yeah.
In the bags that the dwarves are carrying.
The two bags that Kit has
very absent currently in the room.
That Kit has retrieved and placed directly behind the Thayan wizard.
Kit has not retrieved it. She can try.
Yeah. The Thayan wizard. Ilana casts Time Stop, and when it runs out, the room is just packed full of barrels.
Too bad it's a level 9 spell. Rip.
Yeah. Rip Aroonies. Yeah, totally. Somewhere. Just pull it out. Just pull it out of my backpack.
If only you had the equivalent of that called Drink Me Potion.
If only.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not really a scroll of wish. That's a potion of death wish.
It could affect the Thayan wizard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because you guys actually wanted to lock. I want to just remind you. I've got a quick
question.
No,
so
before you have the question, I just want to remind you that you had the intention of locking them away in a dungeon underneath Trisenda Manor. Mm-hmm. However, you didn't do it. Kit is still carrying them around.
No, I know, but I'm floating a theoretical question here, because if somebody's down, we can give them a healing potion using an action.
Yes.
Is it possible to give the Thayan wizard a drink me potion using an action? Force it down her throat. Invulnerable. She becomes the goddess of magic. Oops.
Yeah. But who won?
Yeah.
So, impressions from last time?
Thayan wizard dies. That's it.
You guys are getting more and more useless with this, I swear. But to be fair, it seems like you're already in the mindset.
Well, Ilana can sense the pain from Larlock. She's not happy with herself. And she's less happy with the Thayan wizard, so the Thayan wizard dies, and then she'll reprimand herself afterwards. And that's about it. Yeah.
Well, since you're all very eager, I figure we might as well kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first of all, Alexa, off is on. I can't see shit.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Oh, let there be light.
It'll be fine.
Okay, wait. I'm not quite ready. Sorry.
Rustle. Crash.
I need my gummies. GM needs snacks.
All good.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's So in and out.
Yeah.
We can take a break in and out.
No problem. Sorry about the rustle. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
About fucking
So,
time.
first it's Thingy's turn. So, Lion. You can hear the rumble of stone as the slime, with the sheer force of its weight, pushes the door open. Because it's no longer slowed. And it reaches out with its flubbery, blubbery tendrils. And misses you, because you're still limber enough. Okay. It's your turn. Yeah, so. I wanted to point out the particular door that was closed was closed. It's like it's being pushed into the room. So, aka the sheer mass of pressing against it opened the door. You're not entirely sure you can actually pull a handle. Yeah. It pushes into the room. Yeah. Towards you. So basically, it doesn't put. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. So these skeletons are holding weapons to the throats of the dwarves. Elana looks like she's about to knee her staff over her knee. Yeah, then it just flows.
Lightbringer.
Lightbringer. Set your token to glowing. Yeah. If you have a torch in inventory, you can just use the torch icon. Oh, you don't have an.
No one carries torches.
Wait, let me gift you. Oh, there. Never mind. Yeah. Technically, you did move within 5 feet of a skelly.
If you're looking like you're gonna start walking towards him, he'd probably hold his.
No opportunity attacks. Okay.
Yeah, but if you're walking towards him, he'd probably hold his hand out to say stop. Anyway. Yeah, don't come closer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you click Bardic Inspiration for me so I can read the text again? Thank you.
Yeah. Done. So, behind Alagos, comes the floating skull. And exhales an arcane incantation that leaves a mark on him. And then tries to jab its stinger into him. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it charmed effect? It's immune to that.
But hypnotic pattern's an area of effect thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it also means each creature. It means also your allies. Yeah. Yeah.
For the duration by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Do you wanna undo? Okay. Would you have held something else? This is the one time I'm letting you change.
Defensive action?
Defensive. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Like I said, I'm giving you one time bonus on this.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, read your spells.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, thanks, Lena. That's gonna be a TPK now.
Pretty much.
Okay, so what was it? Oh yeah, Hammond Cost is attacking.
Uh-huh. Alagosta's shield.
Okay.
If I can find it.
So that should do it, right? Doesn't hit.
Oh yeah, doesn't it?
Okay. Well, Alagosta's turn.
So he's now got an AC of 23. He does, yeah. Movement is set to combat turn. It's not your turn, apparently. But I managed to move him.
Yeah, but also you
Yeah,
were
go.
provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't hit. Never mind.
Yeah. So from that perspective, where he's standing right now,
Yeah.
I cannot see the Thayan wizard at all.
Because of the pillar, yes.
Because of the pillar, aka she can't see me either.
No.
Fine. Alagos is casting his Ice Nova, which is a 20-foot radius sphere. How do I measure 20-foot radius sphere? Not like that. It's not giving me an option to place the template.
Just click on the template thing and
It's not giving me the option to place a template.
up where the rulers and just choose the correct.
How?
Is it a cone? What is it?
It's a fireball.
Okay, yeah.
But
And then
how do you
click and
choose
drag.
20 feet?
Click and drag and then choose 20 feet.
Okay. 20.2. He is fireballing that position and sculpting spell around each of his allies.
Including the dwarves.
Including the dwarves.
Okay, cool.
So it's 8d6 cold damage. Why do I not get a choice of rolling the 8d6 damage?
I assume saving throw for them?
Yeah, so it's a dexterity saving throw.
Which is, what is the DC?
The DC is, I'm finding out for you. Spell DC is 16.
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
DC 16 saving throw. Saving throw rather than ability check, but
Oh yeah. Oh, this fucks me up every time because the ability check is first and then the saving throw.
Hey, fails. One succeeds.
Okay, so this is the third.
Good job.
Let's do that guy first.
And he has his inspiration from earlier. So he's adding... Am I right in saying you just add the d8 to damage? Is that how I read it? Deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. Add the number rolled as a bonus to the hit points gained or the damage dealt. But it doesn't say I have to be able to see that target. Yeah, so he's doing an additional d8 to the Thayan Wizard.
No, you just add it to your damage.
No, it says
it's all over.
No, it's not. If a creature has bardic inspiration from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. Add the number rolled as a bonus to the hit points regained or the damage dealt.
Okay,
the
so
bardic inspiration is then lost.
Okay.
So he's doing a d8 additional to the wizard. So she takes an additional 6 points of cold damage.
Okay, I'm going to do the one skeleton first that's saved. So that's halved. So that's...
Sure. So
please fix
13.
the spell so the actual damage is rolled from it.
Yeah, I imported Fireball and changed it to cold, and it's obviously fucked up in the meantime because of the upgrade, I guess.
So, because it forces me to do a whole bunch of manual shit, which
takes time. It's not ideal for me.
10, 13. Okay. So this guy's taking 26.
Mm-hmm.
That means this guy's taking 26. That means also that this guy's taking 26. I mean, deader than dead. Because they are already undead.
Yep. Yeah, the weird thing is...
So that's 32, yeah?
In total to her, yes. 32 points cold damage. It is exactly the duplicate of the Fireball spell, but it's not giving me the options for some reason.
Yep.
Oh,
she screams out in pain.
Doesn't have the activity. Yeah, okay. Good. Save, create new activities. Activation. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
That is the end of his turn, I believe.
The two dwarves just ducked and look very scared.
The two dwarves are like, what the fuck just erupted around us?
There's like a sheen of ice across every surface.
That's the end of his turn.
Well, she will duck around the corner.
Why is it not giving me that option?
And that's gonna be private. The fuck? Okay, whatever. That's her turn. Lana.
So, from what Lana can see, this skeleton right next to us is still alive.
Yeah. Quote unquote.
Yeah. Standing. And there's a hobgoblin and a whole bunch of orcs in the doorway. Is that right?
Yeah.
She screams a curse in Laros at the Thayan wizard.
Jesus Christ.
DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
DC 16. Dexterity.
Ooh, multiple saves.
Okay, so let's go in order. Hit damage.
And Alana's going to use her bardic inspiration to deal an additional d8 to the hobgoblin in front. So 15 damage for successes.
Okay, the hobgoblin saved.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes half.
So he takes 15 plus the bardic inspiration 2.
Yeah, I'll do the 2 afterwards. Then orc number 1 saved normal, right? It's not a natural.
There were no criticals.
Failed, saved.
Yeah. Oh, that last one's nasty. Yeah.
Now this guy's dead. Okay, so the hobgoblin doesn't take blasting damage. And this guy takes this.
So does the hobgoblin die just from the fireball then?
Yes.
Okay, should probably do the bardic inspiration damage on the top one that seemed most resistant then.
The most... Okay, I'll take -2 of this guy. Okay.
Okay. No, I don't want to create another template.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, and your turn when if you're done.
No?
No.
I'm just going to walk straight up to the skull and tell it to back down. And that's the end of her turn.
Kit. Kit's like sitting down in the corner there and just cowering. No.
Only if you attack or cast a spell. Any hostile action, basically, and or casting spells.
I love how happy Lena is that she can see Kit because of blind sight.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the small things, and that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you have one Skelly there, still standing. It's like, I'm still standing. Clutter, clutter, I'm frozen. Clutter, clutter, clutter.
Presumably we didn't see anything because she ducked behind a corner.
Yeah. Stuck behind a corner, you heard something in Feyen, and now you're hearing nothing.
Invisible or fucked off out of here. No. I noticed. And hence why I said she's either invisible or fucked off.
The Skelly is still there.
The Skelly's still there.
Hammond Cost is still there.
Well, he's the Skelly. The other Skelly's so insignificant.
Yeah. Yeah. No sneak attack. I mean, you're invisible. You have advantage.
Yeah, he's got advantage.
Yeah.
So what? There's nothing to do with your attacks.
Exhaustion doesn't hit.
Yeah. So basically, stealth checks, perception checks, all that kind of stuff.
You're not that exhausted.
Yeah. Attacks is 3 levels of exhaustion, I think.
Give me a second.
I think I know the answer.
Yes. I'm kind of bummed out it doesn't show you on the thingy that it does hit, because I just have like a check mark. It hits.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to know that, because we might have abilities that are like, we guarantee we want this to hit, like inspiration.
Okay, fair.
And you don't know if it hits until you say that's my attack roll, in which case then you declare if you hit or miss. It could have been more.
Yes. And yeah, Scal is dead. Or shattered into pieces because it was already frozen. You just clawed through it and just like bits of frozen bone flying everywhere.
Seems fair.
Yeah, you use the crushed pillar to jump off of it. And yeah, that's the poor guy who's still on fire. Oh.
Should you use that clockwork amulet? Yep. Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah. So you can do rogue, dash, disengage, or hide, or you can do monk, bonus action, key point, dodge. Right, I think I fixed Alagos's fireball.
I remember the first thing I was missing from my GM screen was the conditions.
Hmm.
That pillar, by the way, is not really a pillar. It's just a stump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lalok. Oh, the Battle of the Stingers. Does miss, though.
15 misses.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his action.
Let's see.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's. Yeah, let me roll the concentration check.
DC 10, isn't it?
Yeah. Makes it. That hits.
So now all the damage becomes force damage. Again, yeah.
Makes the concentration.
$15. Yeah, 20. Yeah. because you're a wood elf. You have 65. You're a wood elf. Yeah. You have 30 from the... Yeah.
That is too low, indeed.
Add a d8.
Yeah, that hits. 16 is the AC. It's pretty limber.
Yeah, it's an extra d6 versus
Yeah.
undead.
I love it. It's still asking me to roll concentration for him. It's like, no.
Yeah,
No.
he can still concentrate on that spell. So
Yeah.
presumably the hunter's mark has gone from...
Yeah, you can remove
Nala.
it from if it's applied to him.
I don't
Not on you, it's
think
analogous.
it is. Yeah. Effects.
Yeah, one is on fire. He's like rolling around and screaming. The one with the little red icon. Actually, I'm gonna mark him as prone as well.
Apparently he's flying and bloodied.
He's not flying. The fuck are you talking
No,
about?
Larlock.
Where's prone? Am I blind? Yeah, there it is. Prone. There. Yeah, some of the spells seems to have been messed up now.
Some of my spells have messed up. Yes.
Yeah.
You attacked with Lightbringer. You can't cast spells
You can't
and
cast
attack.
spells.
Unless you've got no, even with haste you can't
No,
do
she
that.
doesn't have haste.
But even with haste, no, I know. But you can't attack the skeleton melee and cast Shatter. All good.
Lena forgot how to play D&D in between 2 sessions.
She's got unlimited actions. That's fine.
I know, I will do it. All good.
Yep.
All good. Don't worry, we all have these weeks. Sometimes. I'm sitting around and going, can we eat black puddings?
Yes. It's just blood.
Oh yeah, for reference, for understanding, for Avo and Lena, I'm watching Delicious in Dungeon. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I want to run a campaign like that. Anyway, moving on. That's not very inspiring, Lena. I'm just saying.
Looking good. I'm worried, but looking good. Yeah.
Alagos.
10, 12.
Oh, I just realized
So
I
the
didn't
creature
add
can
these
roll
guys
the
to the
die
initiative.
up to one of those, meets-
Oops.
Well, yeah. I wasn't going to say anything because we were just getting free turns against them, but you also need to add the dwarves to the initiative.
No, they're just sitting there doing nothing. They're scared.
Well, one of them's standing in the way of probably 5 archers, so he might want to move.
Yeah, okay. They're ducking and they're hiding.
There you go. Yeah,
they're permanently dodge actioning.
Just get out of dodge, please. Alagos.
And to be fair, I will put them into the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said it.
5, 10. Ah, you see, now it's doing it.
This guy's just like, but because the lingering injury doesn't say that dropping and rolling around stops the flame, aka he's like still on fire.
Rolling around, killing himself. It's about to get extinguished. It's fine. He gets an ice nova explosion around him this time. DC 16 saving throw for everyone in that, please.
That's fucking disgusting.
No, I know. They're all about to have shards of ice embedded into them. Yep. So there's a few fails, a few successes. And God, the damage just keeps going up.
Half.
36, half is 18.
Yeah, I have a button now.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah, fine. You just hear a mass of deaths. Is this one I can see still alive?
Yeah, but I need to roll a lingering injury for him. Give me a second.
Okay, roll a lingering injury.
Fire. Roll.
It's ice.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Nova, yeah.
So 36. No, I'll just reroll. Roll.
First degree burn sounds nasty though. You cannot take the dash action. Oh, that Yep, seems fair. He takes an additional 4 cold from the bardic inspiration.
Did it apply the thing to him?
It applied the 4 extra damage because now he's near death.
So he cannot take the dash action. Okay,
yep.
I'll remember.
Which is great for orcs because that's basically the only thing they're good for. So that was 5. That was 10 feet of movement, 20 feet of movement, 25 feet of movement, and he's basically like stumbling back behind the door because he's not doing so well. And that's the end of his turn. You can delete the template.
I would also say that the people who died are just frozen in place, by the way.
Nice.
Like the guy who's rolling, he's frozen in that, like, rolling around and screaming. Yeah.
There's still a little flicker of flame under the ice.
Okay, so give me a second.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
Just trying to find my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was like doing all the markers and now I have like 15,000 journals open.
All good.
Come on, Andre. I should have just opened it up before I started the session.
Yeah, it's fine.
It does this sometimes thing where like I open up the journal and it like freezes.
Yeah, the monk's journal struggles if you've got a bunch of tabs.
I don't think I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna be using it
as much. It's okay if you close the tabs after you've used them. I find if you got more than like 10 tabs, it starts to struggle.
I had more than 10 tabs open. This is why it's struggling. So I don't froze my entire window.
Yeah, you need to do 9 tabs and then start closing.
Where is it? Okay, there it is. So you hear a rumble that starts to spread from the direction where you like were digging towards, where the green gem was.
Mm-hmm.
And above you, you start seeing cracks forming
AKA
in
the
the
temple's
ceiling.
coming down.
No, I don't wanna. So everyone needs to roll a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you?
Saving.
No, ability checks.
Ability checks.
That's. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to add that as well to my DM thing. Exhaustion. The dice are not correct.
The dice are fucking. No, it doesn't. Yeah, well, it was rolling your dice on my screen, not my dice. Yeah. I assume Larlock needs to do one as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to select. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm about to do that. Dodge doesn't give you advantage on saving throws like this. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll do it with advantage then. Advantage. This is Dazzlin. She's fine. And advantage. The dwarves are fine, and I need to roll the dexterity. Okay.
-1.
So the people who failed, as the ceiling starts to basically lose rocks, start falling down, they get hit by one of those loose rocks, and they take some bludgeoning damage, which I'm about to roll. And are stunned.
Okay.
You can re-roll on the end of your next turn.
Larlock's dead.
Larlock poofed out.
Yeah, don't know.
Oh, I forgot to roll dexterity for...
Now, here's the curious thing, because it doesn't actually injure me, because I've still got temporary hit points. I'm assuming I'm still stunned.
You're still stunned.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So mark the stunned thingy on you.
Yep. When the rocks hit Alana, it's a weird combination of kind of black shimmering energy around her that seems to be absorbing the rocks, but she does seem to be stunned in place by the impact.
So, just for information, stunned means you have the incapacitated condition. You have you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and all attacks against you have advantage. Okay. Kit, because you were the one pulling out the gemstones from the temple, you know you had 6 seconds to get the fuck out before the entire room was filled with rocks. AKA, you guys, from the moment of this triggering, so when the turn order comes, and I will actually show her, so for dramatic purposes, when the turn order comes back to Morven, the entire ceiling collapses. Whoever is inside dies instantly. Just to give you how serious this is. But because none of you has been in the temple, Kit is the only one who knows that at the moment. But mind you, the ceiling is coming down. It is pretty obvious as well that that's not a good thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, this guy will start running. He's not dashing, he's just running. He's like dragging himself along. Ilana.
She's stunned.
You're stunned, yeah.
So she can't do anything. She didn't say anything about the end of my turn.
Yeah. You can re-roll.
Reroll what? It's irrelevant.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you stand for 1 turn, so yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kit. Oh, this is temple, not just room. Get out! Get out now!
It's on strength, typically.
Yep, you can calculate. What's your strength?
You're a size small. Drag, push, lift, 360 pounds. Yep.
Yeah.
Provided you're not encumbered.
She's not encumbered.
Are we using optional rule for encumbrance?
No,
or
we're
not?
using the standard encumbrance.
Standard, fine, yeah.
Because again, with you guys, I'm just counting on you being reasonable.
Yeah. In that case, encumbrance has no effect on your push, drag, lift. It's just 30 times your strength.
Yeah, but once you hit like maximum encumbrance, you just drop to 0. Period. Full stop. That's like the normal encumbrance rule.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, the push, drag, lift for 12 strength for small is 360.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alagos is definitely can move. Ilana looks stunned. £104.5, and she's carrying 75 pounds, so 178.9.
Keep in mind that if you're carrying her, your movement speed is halved.
Why?
Kid's movement speed is halved. If you're moving well, technically that's counting like a
As dragging someone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
You need to step 5 feet in to pick her up. I'll pull her along. For another 25. I will say you didn't drag her on top of the dead hobgoblin.
Locked down and poofed out, presumably, so you can delete him off the map. Good grief.
Meanwhile, ooze has melted through the door.
Mm-hmm. Always fun.
No, wait. That's a good point. He is not immune to stun, so he is stunned. Yeah. Moose, he's still melted through the door, but he can't do anything with it. Also, I should mark him as stunned. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's immune to a bunch of stuff, but not that. Where is stun? Oh, there it is. Stunned. Okay. So, Nacillion.
Yes, and he's yelling to go. He will be fine.
He's waving at you.
Go.
Andy. Yeah, they can make it out.
They can make it out. They can
out.
action dash and movement dash.
Yeah.
So they got 50 movement speed.
They're also experienced in mining caves and stuff like that.
50 movement speed gets them to kit, basically.
And I'm actually going to move them now on your turn. What is this? I don't know why. Yeah, intimidation. Algas.
Movement and dash.
Yep. Give me a second now. Where is it? Am I blind? Oh yeah, I'm blind. And just as you expected, behind you, there's like the entire temple just caves in. You can't even see like all the rocks, as like there's just a wave of dust being pushed out. And I'm not gonna make you roll Constitution for like, you know, the yeah for dust. It's fine. But I believe that's the turn of the orc now. Then, yeah, he's running. Yeah. To be fair, you have big guy outside, don't you? Yeah. Let me.
Free dinner? It's running straight at me. Run straight down the owlbear's throat.
No, no, no. That was his hit points because I forgot to link the token. But
That's gonna hurt.
that hits.
Too busy looking behind at the threatening halfling chasing after him. He doesn't see. Oh, he doesn't see the beak just go peck in the middle of his head.
And you hear a scream. And with that, yeah, also the ooze is dead. Of course, because the ooze got squished.
Mm-hmm.
Not even oozes can survive that.
Rip.
And with that, and then, yeah. I end combat.
I assume I'm no longer stunned.
You're coming to your senses.
Mm-hmm.
Norbus is cursing silently beneath his breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have like frozen statues next to you there.
Yeah. One of them's still on fire.
Yeah.
But frozen.
But frozen. Kitty's like poking at it with her claw.
Tap, tap.
You can't because you literally have a statue of frozen orc there.
They're all. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, you might want to all move somewhere like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that area there is like relatively open, but also like you have enough cover to duck behind.
Mm-hmm. At this point, Halagos is going to cast another spell.
So you have little Lalok.
You said he poofed out.
No, I changed my mind because you have a different pact with him because it was a creature.
Yeah.
He's lifeless, but you can. I'm still a bit standing behind. You can use Find Familiar,
In that case.
but it's for him. It's more like a little resurrection, basically. So you have a little Lalok body.
Does he get death saving throws? Is the real question.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
Because Spare the Dying would obviously stabilize him.
Yeah, but Find Familiar just brings him back.
Yeah, but Spare the Dying wouldn't.
No.
Need to.
I'm trying to honor how you got him as a familiar while also treating him as a familiar.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Death is beneath Lalok, absolutely.
And to be fair, he's literally called Lalok.
Yeah. Ilana looks very down kind of crestfallen.
You feel like that his
that
essence
dead.
is still lingering nearby.
Yeah. This is going to take a ritual to summon him back, however. And he's not passed. If he had passed and he was a regular creature, I could bring him back anyway. The bond that we have affords him some protection, and I'm just more disappointed at myself. I should have dismissed him the second he got injured. I kind of did. He can return. It just needs an hour. Which is time we don't have right now.
No, he wants Ilana treated first.
Ilana's not injured. She's not injured.
Yeah.
She'll dismiss your fussings because she's not injured at all. Her magical protection shielded her from it. She still got stunned by the impact, but she didn't actually get hurt. Yeah. Alagos is by far and away in
Yeah,
need of more
he
attention.
looks rough.
Yeah.
Protective. He's protective, not stubborn. Protective.
And Ilana will just give him a glare that says, "You first, you're far worse than I am."
He will sign and go like, fine, fine.
Deal with Alagos first. Yeah.
I'm gonna mute Abel. There, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna ping him in channel. He predominantly blasted with arcane energy, so he's quite I see it as like more of like a bludgeoning attack more than anything.
Necrotic.
Was necrotic. Oh yeah, he everyone within 5 feet, he stinks like a corpse, basically.
He's rotting alive, yeah. Just pour it over him, yeah. Okay, medicine.
I need to find that
the
again.
20 was the medicine check for him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead, heal him.
How many do you have? Okay, he's gonna drink one of his because he has two. Who are you talking to? You can be worried. Is this for Ilana?
Yeah.
She seems completely unscathed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What type of damage? Oh yeah, you were getting arcane damage. Yes. You were getting necrotic. Yeah. I need to roll something for you. Necrotic.
It was Larlock suffers 2 levels of exhaustion. Where was...
Yeah. Yeah, so basically your entire body, like back, is now, which you can't see, of course.
Shadow scar. Yeah, you just had dark vessels, shadow scars, lingering blackness along the
Yeah.
veins. Why does Alagos have dark?
No, that's not Alagos.
Okay.
It rolled as Alagos for some because I had selected him.
Okay. Is now. Yeah. Like I said, the magical shields deflected it from me. So it momentarily stunned me with the impact, but it didn't actually hurt. Lana's just going to move to get a better sight of the whole area. And she's basically on high alert too.
Yeah. You will see in the distance, slightly outside, is big
Albert,
guy
big guy, eating an orc.
eating an orc. Yeah.
Big guy found dinner.
Yeah. We have need to do. Yeah.
Welcome back. He's still quite hurt, but he didn't want to drink his last healing potion just in case. So... yeah.
Yeah, and I will count it as within the same medicine check.
There's an extremely strong stench of a dead corpse coming from him, basically. Which is from the necrotic blast.
What did it say? How do you remove it?
It lasts for 5 days, and if you take a hot bath, it reduces the duration of this by 6 days.
Okay.
But it just gives you disadvantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
For
He's
the
looking
duration.
forward to a hot bath.
He's very looking forward to a hot bath and getting home. Cool. Yeah.
Except that as she like goes over your back, you can feel the difference between the patches where there's fur and the patches where there's no fur.
I think A lesson in how to deal with Fae and wizards. Stab them first.
I like us, and Lion can see the back of Kit and like, sure.
Yeah, you didn't die. You're just missing most of your body, but it's fine. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes, she's currently inspecting it. I think my threat scared her enough that she decided we were too big a threat and wanted to try and get rid of us by collapsing the whole place. And she hasn't stuck around to find out. Or if she has, she's got a death wish, because the second she appears, I'm going to flat out kill her. Just so that everyone is fully aware of where I stand when it comes to Fae and wizards. They are all now kill on sight. I think now, perhaps, Andy, you understand why I was so pressed to kill the floating skull in its previous life form. We are... To be fair, and... Oh, no, of course not. She'll have had a way out.
Guys are treating the injuries. Norbus will actually walk back, and because he's walking back, Dazzlin will like, hey, where are you going? And he's like picking up one of his like, just like warhammers, and just smashing the orc frozen statues to pieces.
Crush the skulls if you can.
Dazzlin, just because like, oh yeah, they're in full piece, not that they're like, he doesn't know if they're like gonna unfrost and then come to life.
Yeah.
So he makes sure that they absolutely do that, come back to life. However, she will notice something in the bits and pieces, so she will pick up and then come back to you guys and show you. So she brings back basically an amulet and will say, the orcs look like they're part of the Many Arrow tribe, but they're carrying something additional that's weird. And she will kind of hold the symbol out, which is like a red crescent moon with a skull. I'll show you what it looks like.
The Many Arrow tribe, can I roll history to see if I know anything about that? Or
you can roll religion or history.
Both Alagos and Alana will roll history.
And what are you rolling for? For the Many Arrow tribes or
the Many Arrow tribe? Alagos will do the Many Arrow tribe just because he's most likely to know. Alana's going to do history for the symbol. Or actually... Yeah. She'll do history for the symbol. I think Alana's seen the symbol before, quite possibly.
Okay, so Andy is just Many Arrows tribe.
No, she is religion for the Crescent.
Okay. Give me a second.
Oh, good.
What's this music?
Yeah, well, the combat's over now, isn't it? So it's like, ooh, sneaky. Yep.
So the symbol I can tell you right away is the holy symbol of Shargas, which is an orc deity.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Alagos and Alana and Andy rolled for the.
So Alagos is history on the Many Arrow tribe.
Okay.
Alana is history on the symbol, the religious symbol. Yeah. So I guess Alana's will be more about like if there's any kind of historical references to the religion being in this area or what they do in this area, that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
I'm giving first the Many Arrows tribe.
Oh, good.
For Alagos.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. And then religion for Andy. It's a 21.
Let's see, it's...
And then finally, Alana is history on
the religion.
Yeah.
Or the religious symbol. Alagos shares his knowledge of the Many Arrow tribe, which I just posted into cross character.
I mean, lazy.
Yes. Well, you can just repeat it word for word, or I can just copy and paste it.
But yeah, it's one of the orcish gods often associated with stealth, darkness, and assassination.
Mm-hmm.
And Desmond will explain that you recognize them based on the markings, and because they have been here in this like mining across like the Sword Mountains very often, they recognize them because sometimes there's roaming bands of them.
Mm-hmm.
But that they are now seeing like specifically once like if the knowledge is shared out loud about the religion that is concerning to them because it sounds to her like it makes them even more dangerous.
Not from our side, from Alec, from
Abel.
Our side. All good. You just pick up your
Was
cat
it
in
the
the
cat in
background.
the background?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Watching cats getting tortured, okay. That's what it sounded like. Yeah.
Still pick it up.
Okay,
All good.
so I would say that was definitely a short rest there.
Are we short resting?
Doing all these medicine checks and stuff takes time, so like yeah, I will
okay.
say this is definitely a short rest.
Sure. And Lana is going to arcane recovery then if we're short resting. Because she didn't need much attention.
Okay.
How do we short rest again? Short rest. Knife and fork. So you did a medicine check this time on Alana, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So spell points. Half your wizard level rounded up, so I can recover a 3rd level spell slot.
I figured I would put you at the actual scene. Norbus is kind of like grumbling beneath his breath for like all the treasures that might have gotten lost in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Daslin will like tell her to basically shut the fuck up because it's obviously a temple of greed, and there's no good that can come from anything that comes out from there.
Not now, there isn't. We know that there was some kind of green gem further in, and that's obviously what was shattered to trigger the collapse of the place. Or taken, yeah, either or. No. Well, she was trying to lure us in further, wasn't she? Had we been further from the door when the temple trigger was collapsed, we wouldn't have made it out. That was her plan. Exactly, yeah. So she obviously had a way out on her own. Might not have been related. Yeah. You cut out a bit. Yeah. Kit, your ring doesn't have any spells in it right now, does it? Just shield. Do you want the ability to counter a spellcaster's spell in case something like that happens again, where she tries, or someone tries to cast a spell at you or someone else? Yeah. Alana will enchant the ring with counterspell.
Yeah, well, let me check. I think she still has 2 shields on it.
I think we only put 1 in, as far as I know. Because Kit didn't say anything.
Yeah, let me open up the ring. Ring of spell storing. Yeah, it's currently 1
Shield.
shield in it.
Yeah. So Ilana's going to enchant it with a counterspell. And at least then...
Okay, import spells. Open importer. Counterspell.
And at least then you've got the ability to shut down a spellcaster as well, in case they try something.
So you put 1 in, yes?
You can only put 1 in, yeah.
Okay.
I can do a second shield if you want a
As the
second
third level?
shield. Yeah, I can only do it as 3rd level, yeah. Attackers, yeah.
So
Yeah.
which one?
Silvery barbs.
Oh, silver bobs, okay. Let me add that. Sorry, like, give me a second, because...
Yeah, all good.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, you've got self-protection with shield, you've got magical protection with counterspell if you need to stop someone casting a spell, and silvery barbs. Well, the shield is self-protection. Silvery barbs is quite good for someone else being injured. And counterspell's just general. If anyone's trying to cast an offensive spell at someone, then you've got the ability to shut them down. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you now have 5 uses full of the Ring of Spell Storing.
Mm-hmm.
I will amend what's in there. Currently stored is, and I will actually put it in features, spells, shield, counterspell, and silvery bobs. Save. It also tells you when you use it on the item, because you have 5 uses, how many you have to reduce from the 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's empty, basically, again.
Yeah.
Until you refill it. Okay, done.
Yes. Yeah, as far as he knows.
Yeah, but he will point out if they are a part of the many arrow tribes that is like a subgroup worshipping this deity, they might
It's
not
like
be
any
acting the
human
same.
civilization, you've got lots of religious
They were
sects.
all wearing red armor, by the way.
Yeah.
Even the hobgoblin got repackaged into red armor.
Red armor, yeah. From Alana's perspective, kind of she knows a bit more about just kind of the history of the religion in this region as well. And there are kind of, she's heard of powerful orc assassins and shadowy cults dedicated to Shargas, basically being used to topple rival tribes, infiltrate enemy strongholds, all that kind of stuff. But in ancient times, there was a religious kind of sect of the cult, if you want to call it that, called the Nightblades, which were elite warriors who used stealth and deception to kind of infiltrate and eliminate threats to their tribe before they became a threat. And yeah, unlike most orcs who tend to be upfront and valuing strength and brutality, the Nightblades tend to kind of revere stealth, deception, striking from the shadows, all that kind of stuff.
I think you have to adjust your game. You're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Very softly, yeah.
Lana can send it to Darren instantly if you think it needs to go now. She does want to warn them about the Thayan wizard having actually flat out attacked and tried to kill us. So. Yeah. And see if they know any more. Silda might know more as well. Can do. Ilana will just flip open her book and start writing. And she'll start the first word off with Dad. Been attacked by Thayan wizard. Larlock down, but recoverable. The rest of us okay. I'm struggling to remember the word. Colleague, not colleague, but what's the word for like you're part of a group of things? Hammond Cost's colleague, Hammond Cost's associate.
Yeah.
Or rather, Hammond Cost's rival. So that he knows the kind of power level we're talking about. Please warn.
He will confirm.
Radoth and Silda.
Yeah, he will warn everyone and basically urge you to come back.
And I'm not done yet. Because that's 18. I can do 25. Orcs of Shargas as backup, living and dead. I don't know why I'm limiting myself, because I can just send another message in a minute anyway, so.
He will basically urge you to come back as soon as possible and express worry about the increased presence of Thayan
Thayan
wizards.
wizards in the region, yeah. Short of us molding Earth to get through the ruins, I'm assuming we can't.
It will take you a while, because, yeah.
We can shift 5 feet of Earth every 6 seconds. And there's 2 of us, so actually 10 feet of Earth we can shift every 6 seconds.
Okay.
I want to see if her body's inside or not. I want to know she didn't make it out. Or did. If we are moving the Earth, can the dwarves reinforce the ceilings?
They have no materials to do that.
Not even the rocks inside? Okay. What is the likelihood that we shift the Earth and the rest of it comes down?
Very high. They need proper pillars. It would be a proper excavation. It would take a while.
Is that something you're planning on doing anyway?
Well, you can see Norbus is inclined to say yes, and she smacks him. Just no, this temple should stay buried. And she will tell you, actually, they recognize it when they uncovered it.
Mm.
And she was kind of persuaded by Norbus to give it like a look.
Give it one go.
But they know from their own dwarven lore that a long time ago there was a temple in these mountains dedicated to... Let me find the name of the deity. Give me a second. Southwest Mountains. Dedicated to... dedicated to Aberforth, the dwarven god of greed.
Yeah, okay.
And they know from other stories that in temples of Aberforth, during solar eclipses, Aberforth used to be appeased with sacrifices of blood and gemstones. And they knew the story of a buried temple here in the mountains, where at some point the god found the sacrifices of this temple's priests lacking. So he caused an earthquake, an avalanche that collapsed parts of the temple and buried the settlement. And they kind of like show the area where you're currently sitting.
Mm. Okay. So
and they suspect that the priests who were not killed outright were transformed into the ochre jellies.
Okay.
Debased reflections of Aberforth's hunger and greed. And therefore she thinks that it should stay buried. They should have never touched it to begin with.
The temple was too buried it. Basically. Okay. In that case, we will...
But because they did help you, because you did help them, she will give you the standing stones as reward.
What do they plan on doing now?
They will probably go back to Phandelver.
Because I'm assuming they're quite good at working with stone.
Yes.
At least mining, excavating, that kind of thing.
It is a mining frontier town, so...
It is. How good are you at building really strong walls?
I mean, they're miners.
Okay.
They know it, yeah.
They're not good stonemasons then?
They're not stonemasons,
okay,
no.
Fine. But good miners.
Yeah, they know how to maintain a mine, yes.
Do you know how to create the kind of secret doors that we saw here, where they were flush stone-wise?
They're not stonemasons.
Okay.
They can reach out, yes, to their contacts.
Okay. I think Phandelver will have a lot of use for you in the coming...
I mean, if you got work...
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. You can add 2 skilled workers to Phandelver.
Okay. I don't think there's much else we can do here. Even the god wants his own temple buried, so we should leave it as is. We have horses, thankfully. Alagos still looks pretty battered and bruised. So does Kit, presumably. But aside from that, I think getting home is probably the best thing we can do right now, and just remain alert on the trail in case Baldy shows up. Only if it's not going to drain you too much. Mountains. Seem to spend a lot of time in the hills and the mountains, so.
Give me a second. I need to roll something quickly.
Yippee! Not here! Unless we
Not
find out this is the
here.
Axome region. Rip.
No. So you sense aberration.
Okay. Would it? She's still within a mile.
She was already there and busy when you arrived.
Yeah, but we didn't detect anything before.
The operations were detected in Phandelver, outside of Phandelver, on the way to this thing. Just reminding you.
Unless the Nothic is following us. We do. We've got some drink me potions the Nothic can have. Yeah. We already gave him one once. And he had glowing soles of feet. Yeah. That was just weird. Yeah, no, definitely not if you're trying to hide. Anyway, should we pack camp, get mounted up, and head out?
I now added the Temple of Aberford to the map.
The map. Yeah, cool. Ilana's gonna gently lay Larlock over the front of the saddle and then mount up, and then pick him back up and nestle him in kind of her arms as she rides.
Aw.
But she's gonna help Alagos up into his horse first, because he's still badly injured. I think the best thing we can do is ride home and rest, recover.
Oh no, I didn't put Umbridge Hill back on the map.
No, you
How
didn't.
dare I?
Who is taking the Stones of Sending? Ilana can do sending basically to... Yeah, Ilana can do sending between herself and some people. So she can do... I have Darren, I have Alagos, and I have Andy. Yeah, right now. So I would suggest you give the stones...
One stone to... Because that's how they work.
Yeah, I know. One stone to whomever. I'm thinking, like, if I can do messages between Andy, Alagos, and myself, it might be worth doing like a stone between Lion and Kit so those two can talk, because if you two are going to stealth, you're most likely to stealth together and move together. And then you've just got sending where no one can hear it, so you can communicate, even if you're in animal form. Exactly. So I'm thinking you two probably should take it, because I can easily swap out people from my book if necessary. Just a thought, but I don't think I should have it. No, it's just
It's
a stone
in
sending.
your inventory, both of you.
And you did buy the bag of colding, didn't you, Kit?
Yeah, I still haven't added it to her inventory. I need to do that.
Okay. Do we want to solve that now? Okay. So, in theory, you're carrying a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Spectator eye stalks and stuff like that. It weighs
does. It's like a bag of
5
holding.
pounds, I think.
So maybe Alagos should carry it, because he has the least amount of shit he's
No,
carrying.
he's got a bag of holding as well.
Yeah, he doesn't have to put the bag of holding into the bag of holding.
Well, best Kit's the one that's going to be eviscerating the creatures. It's easier if Kit just eviscerates straight into the bag.
Okay. Because she's already she's 145 out of 180.
Yeah, but I mean, a bag of colding doesn't mean you can't put other stuff in it. It's just going to be cold. So you can put heavy other stuff in it. Yeah, you can put your cupcake in there.
Import
Chilled water. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a bunch of stuff in Alana's bag of holding that needs to go into Kit's bag of colding. Mm-hmm. Body parts aren't the aberrations, no. Plain, yeah. It's a double no, yeah. There's a definite aberration that's living somewhere within a mile of us right now, yeah. Well, we don't know that. Just happens to be around. Or the whole of Phandalin might just have a whole bunch of aberrations as native
No, because you
creatures.
wouldn't be pinging it from here. 1 mile radius.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't say they only in Phandalin. The whole region might be full of them. Who knows? We've pinged aberration wherever we've gone so far. Possibly. That is my best guess too. Yeah.
Oh, I have the perfect icon for the bag of clothing.
Cool. So we're returning to Phandalin. Everyone, yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a good enough spot.
Where is it? I put it on Kit's sheet and it's not there.
The bag of colding.
Yeah.
It's a bag at the top.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. Yeah, Kit, you have a bag of clothing now.
Are you going to drag the stuff from my sheet into the bag of colding?
Which stuff? Oh, yeah, your the beholder stuff.
There is the beholder stuff. There's the ogre hand, and
Okay,
there's
let
the
me
ogre
put
heart.
actually a break first in.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So, you bandaged, you rested, you talked,
Mounted
you
and
mounted up.
returned.
As you pull away from the mountains, more into the countryside, the rolling hills and stuff, you see. Actually, I'm gonna pull you over to the regional map.
Ooh. You see the entire world aflame. Uh-huh.
You see, as you reach the crossroads, like because you have like the road coming from Nomigard that you followed once before.
Yeah.
And the road basically going back to Phandelver.
Mm-hmm.
As you reach the crossroads, you see from this part in the mountain
Mm-hmm.
a white shape flying out, and like across the mountain.
It's
away.
heading south, heading east, heading west.
It's heading south at the moment.
Okay. When you say a white shape, does it look very draconic-like with
Yeah, I
big
mean, it's
leathery
like
wings?
like they fly very fast.
Okay.
But from the
Not
brief
not as
glimpse you
fast as
see, you can see like it took off from somewhere there and flew over the mountain, basically.
Click it one more time for me. Okay. So, can we put a little marker there?
Yeah, I can put the
Dragon sighting.
I will put a little marker there. All controls. Give me a second. That's a bit too big. There.
Sounds good.
And then basically you make it back to Phandelver, I assume?
Yes. 2 hexes takes us 3 hours, right? On horseback?
Yeah, from Axholm. No, sorry, from the Dwarven excavation back takes you 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I shall do 2.5 hours. There you go.
Yeah.
And you get back to Phandelver.
Yay! And now we can jump across to the shiny new Phandelver map. And find out that they've not built anything new in the meantime. Such disappointment. I'm kidding. So
I'm not gonna redraw this, okay? It is what it is. It's Phandelver.
It is what it is. I assume we are arriving on this southern road.
Huh?
We're arriving on the southern road.
The southern road, yes.
Why can I not ping it anymore?
Why is the map dark on Phandelver?
Yeah, I don't know. Because it's like nighttime, apparently.
No, it isn't. It's 4:30.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. It says it's like dark.
Is it somehow?
Is it the Shadow of the Dragon? No, it's daytime.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. So yeah.
Yeah, you arrive from Southern Road.
Cool. In which case,
here.
I think Alana and Alagos would probably head to. Well, gonna double check on Alagos first and make sure that he's rested. Get us a room in the inn for the night.
Yeah.
Remind me how much that is, because I need to deduct.
It's on the information about the inn.
Is it? Finland. Stonehill Inn.
Although
Bet for the
they
night.
did raise the prices because it's getting
Exactly.
sparse, but for you they still get charging the same.
Okay. And arranging a hot bath
Yeah.
for Alagos because he's a bit.
Alagos is very self-conscious and keeping
he's a bit-
away
he's a bit
from
whiffy.
everyone.
Yeah.
Even Pinky is kind of like not happy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And I'm assuming prestidigitation we would have tried and that would have failed.
It's
to
helping a
thoroughly
tiny bit.
clean. Yeah, but you need to do the entire
Yeah.
body head to toe basically. So. She did tell him to warn Silda and Radoth, so he probably would have done that. He told us to basically come back though, so I think first things first, let's get settled, then we can talk to people. It's still early afternoon. There's no major rush, yeah. And then we can kind of meet up again for dinner somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Probably worth letting Willem know. I assume you guys going to the Sleeping Giant.
Yep. I'd say by the time we reconvene for dinner, it's 6 p.m.
Yeah. And Alagos is bathed.
Yeah.
Ilana will have left him to it and said that she's heading out to the southern hills. She's going to revive Larlock.
Okay.
Because she's conscious she doesn't want to leave it too long. And she's been carrying incense and herbs for forever. So she can finally deduct those. I'm just going to mark them as having 0. And she will do the Find Familiar ritual to revive him. And then just kind of spend the remaining time between then and dinner just kind of talking to him, nuzzling him, making sure he's okay.
I'll add half an hour.
Assuring him that next time she's going to be more ready.
He's very needy.
Yeah, and she's feeding him treats and stuff.
Yeah, he needs a lot of pets and scratches.
Yeah.
And treats.
And he gets all of them. And then head over to the Stonehill Giant.
Yeah.
Unless you guys are doing anything.
They were before you even returned, but that's what I already told you, is that Leyland was hit twice.
Mm-hmm.
It is flying around. Kit. You got another message from a kid. The prospector definitely arrived, and you are expected to escort him tomorrow morning to the mountains to gold mine. But you can let them know during the dinner, because you guys are reconvening at 6:30 at the Sleeping Giant Inn. What happened to you guys wanting to RP with each other? Like,
yeah, not a lot. That seems fair. Yeah, he's a cat. He's brooding. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. See?
it's a really weird, kid, that she keeps repeating this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's all good. So what are we thinking about for the next? Obviously, Kit, you're disappearing somewhere tomorrow. Do you want us to come with? Would we slow you down? How long are you going for? Are you in a fit enough state to travel? You're completely fine. Okay. Um, I mean, yeah. I mean, you took a hell of a punch. So you're going to be gone for a day?
While with the horse, and presumably the prospect arrived also with a horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I think, 2.5 hours to the mountain. So let me double check.
Okay. So in theory, for a day.
Yeah, 2.5 hours is one direction.
Um,
Yes. Oh, she doesn't care. She just wants the prospector safe and sound and happy. Um, she doesn't know what state the mountain still gold mine is. Neither does he. That's the whole point of him going in there, to estimate like the current state of it. If like anything, like any wild animals have in the meantime moved in, and basically how much work it needs to get going again. As a GM, you can choose whatever you want.
but the mine might well be full of oozers, for example. But ultimately, they're just there to kind of scope the area out and see, I guess, whether it's worth setting up any
Okay,
kind of
let me
operation.
explain again. This guy's here to make the mine operational. If there's anything in the way of the mine being operational, it needs to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
However, Halia clearly doesn't care who or what is dealing with it, as long as it's being dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, you guys, if there's anything dangerous, you guys can deal with it personally, or you can hire other people to deal with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody knows what state the mine is in because nobody has been there since.
In a long time.
Yeah. And Halia did show you the location, Kit, but you never went inside, so you have no idea. It was not guarded, it was not sealed off, so, like, for all you care, there might be a nest of owlbears there.
I think it's probably safer if we do just come along. Worst case scenario, there's nothing. The prospector walks around for an hour and then goes, "Yeah, great. I've got what we need." Especially if we're on horseback, and the prospector has a horse as well, I believe. Worst case, can use Mateo.
Oh, you will love this guy.
Mm.
Images.
So you're leaving like early morning. Okay. In that case, yeah. Thank you. He will consider that tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
You.
Unless there's anything else, Alana and Alagos need to depart if we're leaving early tomorrow morning, because Alagos has some spell scribing to learn. That's going to take him the next 6 hours. Mm-hmm. Further away from town. Yeah. And perhaps start trying to set up some kind of trap to find it, potentially. Because if... Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Depends on whether it can fly or anything like that too, yeah. Yeah.
Shit. Sorry. Oh, no, wait.
It's okay. We can't see the scene anyway.
Yeah. Activate.
It's just an empty battle map with our corpses and the white dragon, so don't worry about it. Yeah. Potentially use it, yeah. I think it would just be good to know if it is something trailing us, what it is, and then we can start to do something about it. But right now we can't. So, but otherwise, we'll see you here tomorrow morning. Get a good night's rest. Mhm. Yeah. Just keep an eye out behind us and see if anything unnatural follows behind us, and then let you know. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And Alagos has a lot of learning to do tonight. And oh yeah, he'll still rest. Don't you worry. He's got plenty of time. I'll be happier once Alagos has the ability to shut down spellcasters too, because then that's more backup. And also, he likely wouldn't have been hit this time had he the ability to shut the caster down. So yeah, we will head off to the Stonehill Inn. Alagos is going to scribe counterspell. We have a whiny cat, which I assume is Larlock. Ginny is
I
able.
am trying to fucking fix something.
Okay. You can always take another short break if you need one.
It's really giving me grief with... Okay, I'm gonna fucking save this. Save images. Downloads. Because it's apparently not liking anymore when I paste direct links to tokens online, which is really annoying. NPCs. Technical difficulties, yo. Always fun.
All good. Inventory, spell check, not spell check. So copying from a spell book is actually just a success. There's no Arcana check needed. It's copying from a scroll that can fuck up. So are you okay for me to just import counterspell?
Yes.
Into Alagos. He's copying it from Alana.
Yay! Fuck yeah.
Yippee-yay-you!
Okay.
3, 4,
so
5,
I assume you're long resting
6,
all.
7. Yep.
The fuck? Give me a second, my calendar is bugging out.
So we can roll hit dice because you did the attention, didn't you?
What was the previous date?
The previous what?
Are you sure? What was the date when you returned from the dwarven excavation?
27th.
Okay, thanks. Okay, there we go. It is light to moderate rain because you guys rolled on top. It kind of like got buried in the rolls.
Yeah. 31.1 light to moderate rain. He looks like the hot bath and the night rest did him an awful lot of good. And no, she took a long rest though. She didn't sleep because she doesn't sleep.
Better than nothing.
But she did recover, have an excuse to recover that one hit point she's been missing for like the last 2 weeks.
The fuck?
Well, she took the psychic damage and she didn't get patched up with a healer's kit or anything because there was nothing to patch up, so there was no way to recover the one hit point the healing spirit didn't heal. And she finally did. So there we go. Yeah. Yeah, being hit by a rock tends to do it.
Jesus Christ.
But unfortunately, Alagoth is now missing a hit point.
No.
Because he spent all his hit dice. Yeah, and he's fine for now. He's assuming that it's just going to be a simple escort mission, and that there won't be any real danger. Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, like we haven't done that before.
So, Kit, you will be the first one who meets this guy.
Yes.
His name is Don John Raskin.
He's named after a
yeah. He looks exactly what he sounds like.
Like a rascal. Oh yeah, here we go. Is there a way to copy that image from within Foundry?
I mean, you can click on it and then...
You have to maximize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Halia will do the introductions. He's a huge man. And during the introductions, you will find out that he is now a human miner, but he's actually a retired adventurer. And you can see it, like he has leather armor on, he has daggers. You can see, like, this guy knows probably how to defend himself. And basically he retired as an adventurer, became a merchant and a miner, and has done many more jobs in between. He's very no nonsense, very direct, and chill as well. And he would have, like, if Halia would have had not, like, he makes it clear that, like, he can handle himself, but he doesn't mind. He has enough experience to know that, like, he doesn't mind a full party at his back, because when crawling into holes, you usually expect something to crawl out of it against you. Yeah. But basically, he was hired by, Halia phrases it in a way of like hired by a quote unquote business consortium to oversee and overhaul the faltering gold mining operation at the Mountain Steel gold mine. And although he has never visited the mine, he seems to have experience enough to have taken the job, basically. And he's riding a capable horse, it seems. It looks like a war horse as well. And it's one of those that are like brown and white, dappled. Not dappled, but like, like one of these. Copy image. Yeah, Pinto. Yeah, Pinto is correct. Yeah. So he's riding a Pinto horse. But yeah, think basically Django, and you're pretty much spot on. Like from Django Unchained, right? So like black cowboy.
Dungeon Raskin.
Don John Raskin.
Don John Raskin. I was close.
Don John.
I had Dungeon Raskin.
He does pronounce it that way.
Okay, cool. On an unrelated note, can you do me a favor and look at Alagos for a second?
Yeah.
In Alagos's pouch.
Which one?
The pouch.
Yes.
Is that something he has?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
It's been dead the entire time. It is related. No, it's not. It's he's the initiate of a high sorcery. If you look into his feats.
Yes. Have you read the effect?
Oh no, maybe he picked it up. Wait.
Yes, that when encountering a red wizard of Fae, pretend like you just drank a drink me potion, and the result is an instant 10,000.
I think he picked it up from one of the encounters. I don't remember anymore which one.
In which case, Alagos is going to the next morning.
Actually equip it?
Pin it on Kit when he first sees her. Yep. Yep, and then it sticks there permanently, yep.
Just let me edit.
And he simply, it's not a spell, he simply says, I think you'll find this more useful than I will.
Go into your inventory. It's called Insignia of the Claws.
Yep.
Here, I'll put it in chat.
It's a purple jewel that he pins onto your clothing. And also he's had it in a pouch. Yeah. But you also
he picked it up from something. I don't remember anymore. Yeah. I don't want to do the item inventory and remember where the fuck you all picked it up.
Yeah. I was like, oh, the pouch is empty. Click. Wait, no, it's not. Shit, why wasn't this given to Kit?
However, now Kit needs to add this to effect on the sheets.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is already added.
It should already add, yeah.
Yeah, it is added in the passive.
So you get +1 to attack and damage rolls, and all your attacks are considered to be magical. Just with your fists, with your claws. And natural weapons, so yeah, great for Kit.
I mean, you literally have the Forger spells next door. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we haven't. We'll find some time to get around to that. Yeah, but there you go, Kit. Consider this a pre-birthday gift.
So
there'll be another present. Don't you worry.
basically, you will be introduced, and then you can take Don John to the rest of your party if you're all going together.
Yes. Yeah, it's a dragon's breath weapon over in Leyland. Don't worry about it. It's. I thought it was how many cows the dragon picks up this time. Yeah, and to be fair, the black pudding wasn't a problem. -1. Yeah. If we're all ready and prepared, shall we get on our way? Is Dungeon ready?
Yeah, he's ready.
Alana will introduce herself as well as Alagos. He will introduce himself.
Yeah. Howdy.
Good day. We're here to escort. Lead on.
Well, he will let Kit lead on because he doesn't know where it is, right? So.
Oh, okay. I assumed he knew where he was going. Yeah. Okay. Fair point. I thought you were the guard, not the guide. But yeah, fair enough. You're both. Excellent. Yep. Sounds good.
So yeah, it takes you 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And some basically Don John will make casual conversation the entire time. Yeah, basically, yeah, you get the stories of somebody who has spent his life so far adventuring, prospecting, mining, trading, pirating, whaling, shopkeeping. And he has basically secured the reputation as a man who gets things done around Neverwinter.
Okay.
So yeah, but he's not super kitted out. He has daggers and slings, but not serious weapons, as in swords, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he's not expecting heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, well, this is what he has you guys work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing the ping as usual.
No, he's speaking with animals.
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, so there's no animal that sits long enough for you to actually cast a spell on. So you can recover the resource. Next time, just ask me first. So don't spend a spell slot.
Well, he ritual casted it, so.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Well, even more so because like you sitting there for 10 minutes and then you still need an animal that you're casting it on, right? So I mean, he's like besides the some of the stuff from dungeons, not really.
Ooze is an aberration. Just out of curiosity. Do we have a stowaway?
No, oozes are oozes. That's actually a full category.
Wow, like full category. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
He will give you like a full like. Oh yeah, there's like ochre jellies. They're like quite common where people have died in dungeons. They tend to turn sometimes into that.
Yeah, we have a lot of recent experience with jellies and puddings.
Quite nasty.
Not the dinner table kind, unfortunately.
Sometimes it eats away the entire gear, like of an adventuring party.
Yep.
He's chewing on a toothpick in her gun.
Fair enough. Larlock is nowhere to be seen. No, Alana seems like she's her usual self.
And by the way, guys, that's actually an inside check.
She's got nothing to hide. So
Fair, pass it inside.
yeah, she actively seems like her normal self. She's 16 is probably high enough to see that she seems more alert than usual. Ilana is constantly like checking behind trees. You can see like she's doing the thing where like her head moves like 6 inches to the right or the left to get a different perspective of is there something behind that tree or not, or that rock or that cloud. He's fine. No, he's fine. Just I don't have any need for him to be out and about right now. I've got the ability to summon him or put him in a protective pocket dimension. And right now he's napping. Yeah, I think we all do, to be fair. One night's rest in town is all good and well, but I think we're in. Well, if I'm ever going to do these enchanted items for you guys, I'm going to need several weeks at some point. And preferably before our next big adventure. So
just to finish the whole owl thing, because that you guys kind of overlap there.
Yep.
So you were ritual casting, so you guys like took a 10-minute break while everyone was like grazing the horses and refreshing them. You couldn't find like by the time you finished, there was like no bird, no squirrel, like because like again the rest of your party was not exactly subtle around you, so like animals don't tend to gravitate towards people to begin with. Are you doing anything else?
Ping.
Yeah.
Forever known as the Ping. I can always make save it for a different time, but I can always make Gus invisible to some degree. Yes, that's what I meant. Save it for another time. Yeah, it's
Dungeon will also ask kids to basically let him know 10 minutes out of the mine so the horses can be secured in case there is anything dangerous like a bear or whatever.
Is Big Guy with us?
You would be slower with the big guy, I want to point out. Big guy doesn't travel. Albert's at 40, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Continue on.
Yeah, so you dismount.
10 minutes out.
Yeah.
Joe, Kit, tell Dungeon.
So before I drop you on the map,
Mm-hmm.
how are you approaching? Because he's kind of giving you the lead. Yeah. Yep. Not necessarily. I mean, there's wild animals here, so
Mm-hmm.
can't really hide their scent.
I think Alana will do Mage Armor on herself and Alagos from the staff. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this thing where I'm gonna just temporarily draw
A line.
a line and drop down
Yep.
the map so you can actually see yourselves.
Yep.
And that's Legos. Dungeon is gonna follow like somewhat like this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's gonna follow like this. What? I put you on the map already.
If you okay.
So again, how are you approaching?
Quietly
Okay.
is Alana's suggestion. Can we do a quick check for any obvious tracks? Can we keep noise to a minimum? The
You
last
can
thing
do
we
all
want
of
to do.
those things. This is why I'm asking what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
asking you. I'm telling the rest of the group.
Are you capable of checking for tracks?
No, that's why I'm asking the rest of the group.
Yeah. Okay.
Quit button in.
What? Who is rolling?
Wow. I
You
guess
see
I guess
various
the rain's obscuring
animal
tracks. Mm. Okay. Yeah. We'll stay 60 feet back. Yeah. Because you can cover that distance in
So you
no
will
time.
stealthing.
Yeah.
I will say the dungeon is going with whatever the average is. It did the swallowing again. I'm gonna stop actually giving this as a group check.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to roll one separate for Alagos? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it rolled. Yes. Yeah.
I might actually spend some time on the Sunday when we're not playing, like removing as many mods as possible.
Yeah. Divided by how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of us? Is that right?
Yep.
14. It's not terrible.
Yep.
So assuming dungeon rolled a 14, basically.
Yeah, basically. So,
Good.
you're coming from the south to the
Mhm.
map. I want
Mhm.
to point out, but because the map was built poorly, just imagine that you're coming.
Oh, north isn't always top of the map.
Yeah, so basically, imagine at the top of the map is south.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just flip it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So Kit can go first.
Alana will point out we have some strange hostiles on the western side.
It's a sheer cliff, yeah.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Why is Alana pointing this out?
Why is Alana pointing what out?
You can. Oh, okay, cool.
Alana can see hostiles at the entrance. They are giant rat-like humanoids, by the looks of it.
And as you see them, you can see one of them kind of snapping their head towards you,
Mm-hmm.
and they're ducking.
Back in.
Yes.
They spotted us, so you know. Humanoid, but a rat. Well, as far as a rat goes,
And you
it's
can
pretty
hear
big
Donjon
for a rat.
spitting. Where-rats.
Were-rats. Rat people. Potentially.
In his experience, they are.
They're generally hostile.
I mean, you can roll for history, or you know.
Yeah, can I do a nature check on what I know about? Would it even be a nature check? I think nature would be like to know about were-rats and their clan size,
Yeah.
organization, that kind of stuff.
History is like knowledge of those creatures within, this region or greater history.
Mm-hmm. And this is the Mountain Toe gold mine.
Yes.
Halagos is going to do a history about the Mountain Toe gold mine. Although, not a lot by the sounds of it.
Yeah, give me a second.
No rush. Lots of info dumps, we know.
Yeah, it's just.
Hey, just imagine having to do all this shit without ChatGPT.
What did you roll for the Mountain Stow Goldmine?
13 history check.
Yeah, he would know this because he's local to the Elwester. Mountain Stow or Mountain Stow, so basically mountain apostrophe toe, right? Was a Neverwinter owned gold mining operation.
Yep.
Located in the foothills of the Sword Mountains, as you know.
Yeah.
Northeast of Phandelver. He doesn't know the exact extent of it, but it used to be solid.
Was operational, isn't anymore, basically.
Anymore, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously either...
His purview is not this, so he can't tell you more about it, or like who owned it prior, or any of that. His mother would probably know more, or would know some people would know more.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, because you now know him enough, that he had some brief revelation in this moment when he's speaking about this. Like, he realized something. Oh no, it's, I just realized that how much my mother knows about these things that I found so superficial and irrelevant.
But actually now realizing they could be really important.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. She is a contact of her own right.
You guys need to move on the map if you want to go anywhere. Otherwise, I'm going to say for the next 6 hours is sitting right here, not moving.
Yeah, happy to do that until you give me my 22 nature check on were-rats.
Yeah. So, who rolled what?
22 nature check were-rats.
Nature check for were-rats.
Yep.
So Narcillian rolled
7.
You know fuck all.
Because you need a DC 10, I guess, to even know anything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And Ilana rolled a 22 nature.
Afraid so.
Yeah, let me do the one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's your were-rats.
Ooh.
Please speak out loud. Do not just copy paste things. I'm doing this individually.
Copy paste.
So
yep.
You can rephrase this the way the character would rephrase.
Relax. Yes, I will. Don't worry. Because I could sense
then,
your annoyance last time.
Yes. And then history was 18.
First.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Actually, give me a second.
Yep.
Well, you get different, you know.
So, for those of us who don't know, lycanthrope, were-rats are a type of lycanthrope. They can shift between humanoid and rat-like hybrid form and giant rat form. They tend to be omnivorous, but they often scavenge for food, including grain, meat, blah blah blah, even carrion. They'll eat anything a rat would eat, effectively. Because they are a lycanthrope, they are known to be disease carriers. They can also pass on lycanthropy, presumably, as well. Yeah, be especially concerned about the bites. They can transmit fever, but they are known to have been encountered in multiple places across the Sword Mountain region, including in the ruins of Tresenda Manor, once upon a time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Caves, but they tend to live in tightly knit groups called packs or nests. They do prefer to avoid direct combat, so expect knives in your backs, basically. So from your perspective, Kit, we've been hired to clear the mine?
No. You guys need to listen.
Yeah, we have, but he needs to be able to get through the mine in order to inspect it,
Yeah, He
presumably.
needs to inspect it and make it operational. If there's anything stopping it from being operational, such as wild animals, packs of were-rats, that needs to be cleared out. Again, Talia doesn't care who or what does it, as long as it ends up being operational in the end. Oh.
Well,
I also realized that our microphone turned off. There we go. Now you should be able to hear me better.
Yes, sir. The only other thing to be aware of is that they're skilled trap makers, hidden tunnel makers, and tend to lure you into what is a dangerous place. They tend to lure you into essentially an ambush or a trap.
Yeah, I know. The problem was that my microphone was not
You're
switched
welcome.
on proper.
So yeah, we need to be really careful about backstabs, hidden tactics, stealth, being drawn into a fight that's actually them collapsing a roof on us, etc. What? Worse than that? Yeah. Yes. I do know they can't spread lycanthropy when they're in their human form. Only when they're in their hybrid or animal form. Yeah. So they're already in their hybrid rat form, effectively. But they tend not to like open conflict, though, so potentially we could renegotiate them moving somewhere else. But if this is their nest and their home, they're not likely to say yes. Potentially. There is more than likely multiple ways in and out of this place. They will have ensured that. Yeah. That's fine.
No, he's following. It's just.
I think you might want to be looking up the cliffs, Kit, for ways in and ways out. There are graves over here, judging by the looks of it.
What? No.
Well, there looks like graves.
Where?
The multiple patches of earth around a tree.
No. So basically, if you retreat along the cliff face, it's not graves, but you will find dead orcs dressed in red armor.
Huh. Have the corpses just been left here? Or are they buried and we've dug one
No,
up?
they have been left here. Okay.
If you can tell what killed it.
You very easily recognize the cause of death.
and also how old. The bodies are about 3 days old. You think you're not sure because they look like they have been killed by extreme cold all at once, and have basically fought. Probably in the heat of the days. So maybe 3 to 4 days, because the frost makes it a bit, difficult to determine the exact. Right, Double? Am I correct, Double? Is your mic even on?
As far as I know.
My mic keeps turning off because the battery is dead, basically.
Mine's still green.
Okay. There we go. It's on now.
You can probably hear the window clattering. Yeah, sorry, carry on, Arable. Hmm. It's on. Yeah. Yeah. Do they look like the dead orcs we dealt with previously?
Yes, they do.
Ilana's got a thing for remembering details.
Yeah,
she would
they have
remember
the
their
same
faces.
Symbols, they have the same markings.
Is one of them missing a symbol?
And also the tree, in the circle was also hit and is dead, right? So basically, this entire, let's say that, let me give you like a measurement tool. It's like,
Okay.
or rather, not really. It's more like a cone.
I was about to ask. Does this look like a breath attack of a dragon?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, it's eating orcs.
somewhat like this.
Well, something that can breathe cold.
And
Yep.
with your passive survival, you would have also noticed, because it was relatively dry the last few days, there is here, here.
I'm not seeing a ping.
Yeah, wait, it's not pinging. Jill.
Okay.
Here.
Yes.
Something bigger landing and taking off.
Okay. But from where we're at, there's another entrance to the mine up there on the cliffside, just so you can see it.
Yeah.
And Alana points up on the ledge. Kit, however, is still 150 feet away. So. Yes and no. I don't think there's much for us to think about or worry about right now. As far as the orcs being here, they obviously were trying to move in on various resources, and the dragon beat them to it, I guess. At least you know the dragon's not aligned with them. That's a good thing. Silver linings. Well, they already know we're here.
If you want to parlay, you don't want to sneak in for the.
We should go through the front door. Yeah, of course.
But Dungeon Ball comments like, "Oh, seems like White Dragon has taken care of the orcs for us. How convenient."
Sure is. Wonder if he's coming back for the were-rats.
From the narrowness of the exits, you take that probably not really.
No, probably not. Well, yeah. I think we should probably find all the possible entrances and exits that we can at least gauge from the outside. Depends on whether they are in a talking mood or not.
Whoa!
Did you fall over? Oh, always the cat.
You gotta love the cat.
Yeah. There's another entrance down here, judging by the looks of it. How long does it last before we do it? Okay. I would say hold off until we're ready to enter the entrance way.
Because again, you're at the back entrance right now.
Yeah. We're at the entrance right now, so... Yeah. Okay. Yep. Go nuts.
Yeah, this is definitely a back entrance, but again, you
Okay.
would be going through the back entrance.
Can you describe what's further south here? Is it just more cliffs that go into like unpassable terrain, effectively?
For the north.
Yeah, yes, because south is north.
Yeah.
In which case, kind of, if we're interested in talking, does Dungeon have any kind of disagreement to us talking?
As long as it's dealt with, he doesn't care.
Okay. But if the answer is mining operations resume and the were-rats get to stay here in a part that is already mined out, is that an issue?
In his experience, they're not really good at sharing.
Okay.
There's too much trouble and like potential thievery from the spoils, and he doesn't want to deal with that.
Okay. So we're hired to eradicate.
No, get rid of it. Which way you're doing that is the.
I'm going to zoom these all the way across the map now, I'm afraid. Yeah, sure. Yep. This should be hilarious. And then position ourselves kind of in a place that's very visible to the entrance to the mine. And Alana starting to talk. Yeah. Alana will just call out, "Hello, we know you're in there. We
you.